because he hosts it on a country station, country music station. He's a morning DJ jock, I guess is what they call it, radio jock or something. I don't know. I like what I do. I know I don't have the amount of listeners that he does on his radio show because it's everywhere. It's on. It's on social media. It's on radios and cars. It's on the computer, which fair game here. So is my podcast. But I'm happy for him. I mean, is it fair that, he gets to do his thing, I get to do my thing? Yeah, kind of. I don't know. I like what I do. I like talking about comic books. I like getting to cuss on radio, and he doesn't because he gets mad that I get to say shit, fuck, damn, and all that. But yours is better. Thank you. I am happy that I get to be uncensored, unfiltered. Hell, I got kicked off of Twitter. He still has his Twitter account. And it's funny. But the difference is, you have to take chances. There's a quote in a Jack Nicholson movie. Everything isn't given to you. You have to take it. Take what you want. If there's something out there and you want it, don't ask for it. You take it. You don't get to play nice guy in the game. You have to be cutthroat. You have to be a unforgiving motherfucker in life if you want an opportunity or a chance. I'm taking my chances. Shit. I'm going to be doing a YouTube channel next year, and I'm excited. It's going to be videos and all that. You're not going to hear my voice. You're going to see my ugly mug on the camera, but hey, it's cool. I like that everything's fair game. You have to do everything fair. You have to follow the rules and laws of order. If not, then it becomes uncivilized and it becomes unforgiving. Now, Mark Waid's ideas of things is far crazy. Just my opinion. He's the same guy who will bully and harass people because he's a bitch. He doesn't say it to people's face. He says it on the keyboard. He says it behind their back because he's a cowardice motherfucker. It's fair. It's rule. It's true. He might not like it, but it is a fact. And he, is a guy who complains that people fired back at him. He's a guy who messaged Ethan Van Sciver saying, tell these people to stop what they're doing. And it's like, you know what? Don't be a bitch. Instead, don't be a bitch acting like you're a tough guy. Hey, you look handsome. Thank you. Anyway, his essay thing is stupid. I think they shouldn't allow him to write anything. And I know that people are like, well, he wrote Kingdom Come. It's like, well, that book came out a while ago. While back. So, people need to stop saying, like, he wrote Kingdom Come. He wrote this. It's like, let's be honest. People buy that comic just to look at Alex Ross's art. They don't care about the story that Waid writes. Kingdom Come came out in 1996. Yep. But let's just be honest. People like the story. Not the story, but the artwork is what I mean. People like Alex Ross's art. And Alex Ross is by far one of the great artists. He actually co-wrote the story. You can't just say it's Mark Waid's story. Alex Ross came up with some of it. But, as I was saying, you can't just say, Mark Waid is a great writer. He's not bad. It's just, he's nuts. He's a bully. He's crazy. He harasses people. He stalks people. He tries to pick fights with people, then act like he's the innocent one. Typical liberal. It's just how it is. So anyway, the movie, I was supposed to be doing the show about a movie. I talked about Justice League Mortal yesterday, which wasn't a bad story. The script wasn't bad. It was just very, what is the word for it? Different. It's just, I imagine, I feel bad for the guy who was going to play Batman at the time, Mr. Armie Hammer, who was going to play Batman. And this movie was going to be out, I think around 2010. It was supposed to be out around the same time that Nolan was doing his Batman films. And it got canned because the writer's strike and all that. For those who don't remember, they did a writer's strike. Everyone got mad at I think they got mad at Jay Leno because he crossed the line and because he had to do a show. And Letterman, I forget. I think it was Leno. We really couldn't blame Jay Leno because, he was doing a show. Casting began in October 2007. George Miller flew to Los Angeles where he met with several young actors to audition for the characters, such as Adam Brody from Fox's The O.C., not the original club in WWE, but The O.C., the show that also had, what's his name? The guy who played not Batman, but the guy who played Gordon in Gotham. I forget his name. Oh, I remember. Ben fucking McKenzie. That's who I was thinking of. That was the guy who was in it. He wasn't bad in Gotham. He's just... He has... What is the word for it? He has the charisma of a wet sack of rocks. I mean, he's just... It's the truth. It's just he just has no charisma. He just always looks stone face. Like someone injected his face with something and froze his face, where he just doesn't have emotions in the face. Joseph Cross was also in talks. I like this one. Joseph Cross, the movie Running with Scissors. DJ Katrana, who was going to play Superman. Feel sorry for that dude. Mary Elizabeth Weinstein, Grindhouse. Michael Argiano from Skyfall. Teresa Palmer, Wolf Creek. Teresa Palmer was going to play Talia al Ghul. Oh, shit. Hopefully she dies in it. The Michael dude, I don't know who he was going to play, but Max Theodore, whatever his name is, from Jumper. And the rapper Common. Minka Kelly, Adrina, what's her name? Paliaki, I guess that's her name. Scott Porter from Friday Night Lights. I remember that show. I fucking hated that show, Friday Night Lights. I sat through it for one or two seasons. And I just remember going why am I watching this show? And I couldn't believe the guy who played the lead was nominated for Emmys. Because, I'll be honest, he was nominated for drama. And I was like, that was he was nominated for? I thought it was for comedy, because I just laughed at everything he did in the show. I didn't even know it was a drama series. I thought it was a comedy. What did I know? Jessica Biel was offered the role of Wonder Woman, but she said no. Somebody get Jessica Biel a role for something, because she was offered a role of Wonder Woman and she said no. Because I imagine she was like meeting George Miller, and he was like, here's the role of Wonder Woman. All of a sudden Justin Timberlake walks by and she goes, no. And just follow Justin Timberlake. That is brilliant. Common was going to play Jon Stewart Green Lantern. I didn't even know that. Anton Yelchin was going to play the Flash. Wally West. Wait, they were going to have two Flashes? Wally and Barry. That's cool. Megan Gale was cast as Wonder Woman. DJ Kachana was going to play Superman. Armie Hammer was going to play Batman. God be with him, because that was the same time Christian Bale was playing Batman, and we all know who's the best Batman on that one. Adam Brody was going to play the Flash, who he ended up playing in Shazam as one of Billy Batson's buddies. Sectano Canberra was going to play Aquaman. Hugh Bry, who is always in George Miller films, was going to play Martian Manhunter. So they were trying to go for the Justice League from Justice League Unlimited, because I feel like that's what they're going with. I mean, Common playing Jon Stewart Green Lantern. Common, I found out, was actually the guy who was in Suicide Squad and the nightclub scene. I didn't even know that was him. Little I know, paying attention. But the thing that I like about this film is that they were going to have Wally West, the Flash, and Jon Stewart Green Lantern. I like that, because for those who don't know, when it comes to Green Lantern, Jon Stewart is my favorite. I like Hal Jordan, but Jon Stewart Green Lantern is by far my favorite, because I love Justice League animated cartoon. I didn't like the Bat Wonder romance, but damn it, I like Jon Stewart Green Lantern. So, and for those who like the Bat Wonder romance, get help. I didn't say go to hell, I said get help. Because that was just... The movie began in January 2008. Warner Brothers announced that the film was on indefinite hold, allowing the options lapse for the cast. The studio felt the script needed perfecting, which was impossible due to the 2007-2008 Writers Guild of America strike. So, I bet somewhere Nolan was like, thank you. Because the script that I read, I didn't know what to think of it. And I basically copied the synopsis of what the whole film was about. And I would tell you one thing. It doesn't sound bad, but if it was a comic book, I would read it. Because they take some of the elements from Grant Morrison's JLA, which isn't a bad thing. If you're going to do a comic book Justice League movie, take it from JLA. I mean, if I made a Justice League movie, it'd basically be an adaptation of The New Frontier. Because that's what I like. I like, Darwin Cook's The New Frontier. Shit, that dude's selling a comic book of Punisher, Spider-Man, first time crossover. Sorry. I have Comic Book Men playing on the TV. And the dude has like a first Captain America's Return comics. Shit. Why would you sell that?